सी जान मुझसे तो जान ले, मैं हूँ सलमान, तू फर्दीन खान है। इंस्टा पे सरकार और असल में बच्चन है, खुद को बोलती रील पर नामो निशान खत्म है। जिसकी कांडी जिसके हम चिल्लम चाले कम नहीं तो धारा में।
So hello everybody, my name is Parth Padiwan and today we shall basically going to discuss about this question which you can see. This question is basically asking us to evaluate the limit of the given convergent series having n towards infinity, and we are basically given the function here as n multiplied with natural log of n plus k negative natural log of n divided by n square plus k square, and this is actually a system of summation from k is equals to 0 to n negative 1. So in the function k is the part variable and n is the subject variable with respect to the limit which has been subjected to infinity, and we need to find the limit actually. So first I'm choosing the color with which I will going to write with the board. I think red will be fine. So we are basically like first we will modify our original function which has been given in the question in order to make it in a way that we can solve it through calculus. It is a calculus question, obviously we need to solve it like that. So we can see that the function here is phi n, and it is from k is equals to 0 to n negative 1 summation sign and limit of n approaching towards infinity of n multiplied with natural log of n plus k negative of natural log of n whole divided by n square plus k square. So we will going to solve it. I'm choosing the color with which I will going to write. So limit of n approaching to infinity summation k is equals to 0 to n minus 1 of the function here. I will going to write it with yellow. N square by n. Yeah, it is simply saying that we can write n as n square by n. Obviously that will also going to result to n. We are actually making modifications in the part function of summation in order to make it in a way that which we can be solvable through calculus. It can be solvable through a calculus. In order to make it solvable through calculus, we are modifying our original part function of the summation which has been subjected over a convergent limit value. So it is natural log of n plus k divided by n. It is a property of natural logarithm that natural log of a negative natural log of b is equals to natural log of a divided by b. And we are taking n square as common in the denominator, making n square plus k square as n square multiplied with the whole bracket of 1 plus k divided by n whole square. Simple stuff till now. We are going further. Again choosing some colors. I'm choosing different colors in order to make it like more concentrative and focused, and also attention seeking. Limit of n approaching to infinity of, obviously I'm going to change the color now, summation k is equals to 0 to n negative 1 of 1 divided by n. Okay, I'm actually cancelling this n square in the numerator and this n square in the denominator. I will going to cancel these two, so making it as a whole as 1 by n. See, I've cancelled this n square and this n square here, making it whole as 1 by n. And then going ahead, 1 plus k by n. Obviously I've splitted the under part of, or the vertex part of the natural logarithm. I have splitted the denominator as the vertex of the natural log. Okay, now this is a modified function, a modified part function here, and now we will basically going to use the concept of limit of a sum in order to solve it. Okay, there will going to be the application of the concept of limit of a sum in order to solve this question. But first, yeah, limit of sum is the appropriate concept that we need to use in order to solve this question. In limit of a function, what we actually do is we are basically given a series which is convergent of chords. We don't need to test it. It has been given that it will be convergent. In the later engineering courses of mathematics, we actually need to see or prove it that a particular part function is convergent or divergent. We need to prove it is convergent, and then only we can apply the concept of a limit of a sum in order to solve if the limit is being asked of that convergent series tending a variable towards infinity. But we actually take, in limit of sum, we take 1 by n as dx, and if we take 1 by n as dx, we will going to take k by n as x. And in this way, as n is approaching from 0 to n negative 1, and n is approaching to infinity, so k by n will going to approach from 0 to 1. Why? 0 because obviously the lower part of k is 0 and the upper part is n negative 1 and n. So n negative 1 divided by n for n approaching towards infinity is approximately equal to 1, nothing difference. If you subtract 1 from infinity, it will again going to be infinity. So we need to evaluate in this case integration from 0 to 1 natural log of 1 plus x divided by 1 plus x squared dx. This is the thing now we need to evaluate, because the answer that will going to come of this indefinite integral will going to be our required answer for the overall or the original question which has been asked. So we need to now evaluate, or our main target is to evaluate the indefinite integral value of the function natural log of 1 plus x divided by 1 plus x square with the derivative of the variable x approaching from 0 to 1. Okay, so this is now our aim. This is our aim. We need to solve this thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm customizing the fonts of the colors. It is just for attractiveness purpose, and there is no other significance of customizing the color with which I will going to write it. Okay, just for attraction seeking. Because when you use different colors, it catches the attention of your eyes because you see different patterns associated with it. So let us take the variable a here equals to indefinite integral from 0 to 1 of natural log of 1 plus x divided by 1 plus x square with the derivative of x dx. Okay. Oh. This is whole black now. I think at this time there was one place at which this video got hanged, or while I was recording the screen of my laptop, it got hanged. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Now I'm putting a as natural log of 1 plus x divided by 1 plus x squared dx here. Things are going pretty well. सही जा रहा है सब कुछ. Let us put x as tan theta. Okay, now I will basically going to use substitution methods in indefinite integral. Now x is from 0 to 1, and if I will going to differentiate x, then tan theta will also going to be differentiated as sec squared theta d theta, because the derivative of tan theta is sec squared theta d theta. And as x is from 0 to 1, so tan theta will also going to be from 0 to 1, but now the variable is theta. So if tan theta is from 0 to 1, then theta will going to be from 0 to pi by 4. Why? Because tan of 0 is 0 and tan of pi by 4 is 1, and tan theta is x. So just using all these stuffs, we can write a as, I'm using different color because now it is a substituted integral. But overall integral is the same, only the variable is being changed. So the overall outlook of this indefinite integral, or sorry, the definite integral is being changed, but the answer of it will going to be the same as the answer of the green one. Just as the output, just the pattern or the outlook is being changed, I've also changed the outlook of the color associated with it, so that you can simply like visualize that yes, चेंज कर दिया है हम लोगों ने वेरिएबल यहाँ पे एक्सिट थीटा कर दिया है हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे. So now we need to evaluate definite integral from 0 to pi over 4 natural log of 1 plus tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta sec square theta d theta. वो sec square theta d theta थोड़ा उस तरफ चला गया है. So that is basically making a type of problem here. It is simple. 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. We all know, we have studied in class 10. It's a basic trigonometry. Class 12 में आके ये मत कर देना भाई साहब कि 1 plus tan square theta sec square theta होता है, ये भी नहीं पता भाई, ये तो बहुत बुरी बात है. So A will now going to be from 0 to pi over 4 natural log of 1 plus tan square, tan theta d theta. Here the application of King's rule will basically going to be interposed, because the application or the system which is provided to the definite integral by using the application of King's rules on a specific variables restricted over a defined domain gives us the same definite integral in the right hand side, so that we can now calculate a simple definite integral to calculate the overall integral. It is having a simple property that integration from 0 to a fx dx is equals to integration from 0 to a f of a minus x dx. It is actually linked with the concept of area of a curve. If you choose from 0 to a, or if you choose from a minus x to a, the area will going to be the same, because in this case only the direction is being changed, and we all know that area in calculation is a scalar quantity, but in terms of direction is a vector. Okay. So these types of things are a little confusing, but if you know the system or the simple formula, you can simply solve the question. It's not like big of a deal. In this case, we only need to change the variable. Like x will be substituted with a minus x, so only theta will going to be changed from theta to pi by 4 minus theta. Okay, so I have made that changed. The tan of pi by 4 minus theta. Actually में जो ये d theta का theta, ये भी तुम्हारा चेंज होके pi by 4 minus theta होगा, बट हम लोग वो चेंज को कंपेरिजन में नहीं रखेंगे, क्योंकि ऑब्वियस ही बात है दैट पाई बाई 4 नेगेटिव थीटा इज हैविंग अ पाई बाई 4 व्हिच इज अ कांस्टेंट एंड इट्स डेरिवेटिव विल गोइंग टू बी 0, सो इट विल नॉट गोइंग टू मेक एनी टाइप ऑफ अ चेंज, सो दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव नॉट इंक्लूडेड दैट थिंग हियर. Now using some trigonometric formulas, tan a minus b, a compound angle trigonometric formula for tan x. Tan of 45 negative theta will going to be tan of 45, which is 1 negative tan of theta divided by 1 plus tan of pi by 4, which is 1 into tan of theta, which is tan theta, making overall as tan theta. सिंपल स्टफ, आराम से चल रहा है सब कुछ, कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं है, बढ़िया आराम से चल रहे हैं. जिसको थोड़ा बहुत भी पता है डेफिनेट इंटीग्रल के बारे में और भाई लिमिट ऑफ सम के बारे में, ये क्वेश्चन कर लेगा, जबकि क्वेश्चन एडवांस लेवल का है. ठीक है, बस द थिंग विच मेक्स इट डिफिकल्ट इज टू कॉम्प्रहेंड द आइडियोलॉजी, दैट हाउ टू अप्लाई टू कॉन्सेप्ट्स एट अ टाइम, and what are the order associated with it, or what are the preferences that you need to give on a system. These types of things you can simply develop through experience. Okay, तुमको रगड़ना पड़ेगा अपने आप को इन सारी चीज़ को मतलब करने के लिए. जितना the more problem exposure you will get, the more experience you will going to have, the more situations you will going to face, the more ideas you will going to learn, and more ways you can implement in order to solve a question with innovative ideas. So ए को अब हम लोग ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं, तो ये इंटीग्रेशन 0 से लेके पाई बाई 4 नेचुरल लॉग ऑफ 2, ये हम लोग, ये तो सिंपल सी चीज़ है, 2 डिवाइडेड बाई 1 प्लस tan थीटा. अब नेचुरल लॉग ऑफ ए बाई बी को हम लोग लिख सकते हैं नेचुरल लॉग ऑफ ए नेगेटिव नेचुरल लॉग ऑफ बी, बिकॉज नेचुरल लॉगरिथम की ये प्रॉपर्टी होती है. वैसे क्या नेचुरल लॉगरिथम किसी भी बेस के लॉगरिथम की ये प्रॉपर्टी होती है. सो मैंने वही किया, स्प्लिट कर दिया मैंने इसको. सो इंटीग्रेशन फ्रॉम 0 टू पाई ओवर 4 नेचुरल लॉग ऑफ 2 नेगेटिव इंटीग्रेशन फ्रॉम 0 टू पाई ओवर 4 नेचुरल लॉग ऑफ 1 प्लस tan थीटा. द tan थीटा इज एक्चुअली गोइंग आउट ऑफ द स्क्रीन. ओके, नाउ अब जैसे कि ये जो इंटीग्रेशन फ्रॉम 0 to π/4 1 प्लस tan थीटा डी थीटा, ये भी तो एक्चुअली ए ही है, ठीक है। तो यही बता रहा था कि मैं किंग्स रूल का क्या एडवांटेज होता है ऐसे क्वेश्चंस में यूज़ करने में, कि हम लोगों को वही डेफिनेट इंटीग्रल मिल जाता है राइट हैंड साइड में, जिससे जो सिंपल इंटीग्रल होता है उसके थ्रू हम लोग टोटल आंसर को इवेल्युएट कर सकते हैं। जैसे कि यहाँ पे जो ये वाला इंटीग्रल जिसको मैं येलो एंड सर्कल कर रहा हूँ, ये भी ए ही होगा, क्योंकि ये तो वही है ना यार। हम लोगों ने इसी चीज़ को लाने के लिए हम लोग किंग्स रूल का अप्लाई करते हैं। So the expression will now going to be a is equals to integral from 0 to π/4 natural log of 2 d theta negative a. The question has been solved. a की वैल्यू निकालनी है, ये आंसर होगा इस क्वेश्चन का। तो तुम्हारा 2a हो जाएगा। अब क्योंकि नेचुरल लॉग ऑफ 2 कांस्टेंट है तो उसको इंटीग्रेशन से बाहर ले सकते हैं। तो नेचुरल लॉग ऑफ 2 इंटीग्रेशन 0 to π/4 d theta. So now the value of a will simply going to be natural log of 2 divided by 2 multiplied with π/4, because the integral of d theta is theta, and theta from π/4 to 0 is simply meaning π/4 minus 0, which is π/4, so it has been multiplied with natural log of 2 divided by 2. आंसर आया इसकी माँ का। So a will now going to be π/8 natural log of 2. It is now the answer for this question. Thank you.
Who told the boy कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला रैप से? Who made the boy go and get it on his own? Yeah.